All right, and we are live. Hello everybody. My name is Windscape, and today I am going to be casting FJRD Blackout. I keep saying Breakout in my head, which maybe they might do on Emerald Vale, against 2D20 Salvage crew, who is who is led by Yuntao and FJRD. His team leader, as from my understand, is Noble Seed. So now that we've begun the broadcasts, I have all the teams in their right places. Um, it's now have about. We should now have 5 minutes for Team One. And looks like they're already getting ready pretty quickly. So I'm going to switch to our map strat. And so for Emerald Vale, there are three things that you can do. I'm going to go with the most obvious one, and that is the fact that we have a brawl heavy tournament, a brawl encouraging map, and two teams that I think you could safely say in some capacity are known for brawling. I'd say that 2D20 has done some very good brawl pushes in the past. I know that I've been on the receiving end of those, and they've given me a run for my money. And then FJRD, this is not the main Fjord team, but I would expect something similar, but I'll be pleasantly surprised if we see some other things. But I don't expect that for this map, given that we are in Division E, which is smack dab in the middle of all the divisions. It goes all the way down to I. Let me see. If I draw on this, it's probably just going to be a fight for Theta. But what some teams like to try and do is set up a receive deck, not really a trade deck, because everybody knows that this is a small map and you're going to roll. But they're gonna set up a receive deck up here. But I don't expect that any teams lower than Division C are really going to be trying this, because even in really high divisions, it can be really hard to make a receive deck go properly. So I believe that that's what's going to happen. But we are locked, and so now I'm going to launch. So I'm going to type launching, and then I'm going to switch back to our game, and we are good to go. So again, I expect to see a mosh pit on Theta, but people have been trying receive strats on Vale, and so there could be the strange situation where they both think they're going to brawl and both try and do a receive, and one of the receive guys gets two caps, and they're going to have to make an aggressive move with their receive deck. But we will see. Let's see here. So let me get all. Oh, it's gonna take a while for the little things to load in. Looks like our stream is going. According to my thing, it'll be starting in about a minute, based on the 5-minute delay. Still don't have all the things yet when I press the buttons. I really want to override right now. But I really want to see these mechs. I want to get started, because I know that there's not going to be a whole lot of time until we start having a fight over Theta. So I want these dropships to get down here already, so I can press all the buttons. I'm guessing, I can't see. I'm guessing that somebody is just taking some time to connect, because that has happened. Here we go. So yeah, somebody's connected. So let's go. I can press all my buttons. So whoever this side, the blue guys are FJRD Blackout, and we've got a Thunderwug TDR5SS. I'm guessing medium X pulse on that thing. Let me see. Yeah, medium X pulse. Blackjack Arrow, Catapult, Brawl. It's not going to be Lerms. Okay, Brawl, Catapult, Probably Brawl Assassin, Brawl Javelin. So we got a Brawl deck from FJRD. I didn't check the arrow. Probably I want to see what kind of arrow that is. Medium X-Pulse heavy machine guns.
Hello everybody.
Oh,
my name is Winscape.
I did it again.
And today I am going to be
there. Sorry about that. All right. Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna again. Okay, so they're already on Theta. I didn't get a chance to look at 2D20's mechs, but it looks like they've stacked heavy with Crusaders. That is very interesting, because I would expect Crusaders to be being played with on some other heavier drop decks. So are these like SPLs or something? Let's see. SPL Crusaders. Okay, that could tear up some light mechs. So they might be looking for an insta win and sacrificing their Crusaders and looking for an insta win to see if they can maybe lag some of these light mechs really quickly, because they can do that with those SPLs. So 2D20 has not gone straight for the middle while I was fumbling around, like FJRD has. They have gone towards the Kappa side of the map. They have kept Kappa. FJRD has not taken a single... Oh, they did take Theta. They did take Theta, but they didn't take their side cap. And it looks like there are some skirmishes over the ridge on the right side of Theta. With X-Pulses, I don't think there's going to be much pop running. Oh, it looks like the Cruds are coming over. The Cruds are coming over. So it looks like they're focusing the Catapult. They're taking that down as fast as they can, which is a good thing, because that thing can blast and disable one of those Crusaders really quickly. Let's see. It looks like they're looking at the Thunderbolt now. Some of the FJRD guys are in the back, getting back shots. Killed all 3 Crusaders. So that Blackjack and those other guys were farming back there. I don't think that the Wolfpack... Yeah, the Wolfpack is already dead. It's done. They won't be able to clutch this. That's a wrap. It's just Yuntao. He's still fresh, but I don't... Let me see. All the FJRD guys are all really fresh. So I don't even need to look at their health to see what's going on here. I don't think Yuntao will be able to open one up. Maybe this guy. He lost an arm. Okay, he almost died in the back. So those that percentage and numbers are a little bit misleading. But yeah, that is very interesting. I was not expecting those Cruds to get one shot, or I don't know if they're one shot. I wasn't expecting them to die that fast. That is very interesting. I don't know if they're XL or not. Let's see. Can I tell? Legged. Okay, that's a Catapult. Let's see.
We have gained Epsilon.
Okay, legged Crud. Legged again. So these were just the FJRD, the X-Pulse just had that much DPS. That is interesting. That much DPS from those X-Pulse and machine guns. So for damage numbers, pretty low damage numbers, but well spread from the FJRDs. The Alpha Strike with the Javelin 11F looks like he did the most damage, 375. Everybody else, except for the Catapult that got focused, was able to do 200 and get plenty of farm action in. And it looks like 150 was all that 2D20 could muster for the top damages. So with that, we're going to go to the next match. And now I can look at the chat. Oh, did I not change? I didn't hit done on my thing. Okay. There, I fixed my title. I didn't hit done when I changed it. Okay, so I don't have to do anything I don't have to do anything messy. I just got to change the map to, I believe, series. So I will let the teams do what they do. While they're doing that, I'm just going to verify that we are indeed series, even though I literally played it earlier. Just want to check. Alright, we're good. Everything should be good here. So with that, let's go talk about series a little bit. So let's open up my map strat and let's change our map to series. Where is it? Series 3 cap. So I have some things to say. Let me refresh this. I have a few things to say about series now that I've actually played a comp game in it. Okay, I want series. I want series. I don't know why it's not changing. If this doesn't change, there we go. This doesn't matter. I can yammer without a map strat if I need to. Oh, I forgot to do the timings, but Team 1 is locked. And I'm trusting that looks like 2D20 is getting ready really quickly here. So I won't have time to talk about series. But I'll just say really quickly that series is one of those maps that I was going to say before my game. It looks like a map that you could try and not just brawl on. But after playing KDCM, they actually pulled a very successful receive strat against 5JDX. So, it's not, series is no Canyon network. I don't think you're going to be seeing any trades with this, but it is possible to execute a receive strat if you book everybody all the way in the back and have some good alphas. But with that, I don't want to yammer any longer because both teams are ready. So I will be launching and turning this off and getting ready to go. So yeah, I think that series is going to be, we're going to see more brawl on series, but you can set up mechs. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can set up mechs on series, and you can make it work. I really need to figure out how to turn off the Steam thing. Always happens when I spectate. I don't know. Let's see. Are we on? I think this is Team 2 side. Just get an overhead like this. Yeah, jump jets, and hill climb are very important on this map. I don't know if any of these teams are going to be using hill climb, but if not, they'll be having jump jets because you want jump jets. You want jump jets. Because this doesn't have, it's not climbable like Canyon, even though it seems like it is. And with that, here come the drop ships, so I can press my buttons. And this, we are looking from the 2D20 side now. We've got a receive deck here. This is a receive deck. I wasn't expecting this. So we got a Lama Chi with ER Large and Gauss, and these Hatamotos I can only assume are Daka. They are Daka Hatamotos. And we've got a screening crew of Assassins. So we've got a receive deck and a screening crew from Assassins. So I would expect 2D20 to set up way far back if they're anticipating a brawl here from FJRD. And they got a Stalker 7D. So they want a laser bomb on the way to their brawl. That might be a little bit on the slow side, but we'll see. And they have stacked the Crusaders. I wasn't expecting the Crusaders on both teams to be seeing this early. What's on the blackjack? We got large X-Pulse, so that's pretty standard kind of receive thing. But these cruds are trading cruds. This is a trade. This is trade versus trade. We have a receive deck and a aggressive trade deck on series, and no brawl. So I gotta say, I am quite surprised with what's going on. FJRD is not concerned with Theta at the moment. Neither team is concerned with getting any caps on the board. They're just content with trading with each other on the right side of the map. So FJRD from their side have gone to the standard quick play NASCAR positions, while 2D20 has turned left with their Daka mechs with the intention of receiving anything from the right. But it looks like they're both just focused on trading as much as they can right now. Noble Seed is taking damage. He is getting focused by their receive trader mechs. He is down to 60%. Meanwhile, the 2D20 mechs are all in the 80s at the lowest. They're all sharing armor pretty well. But you know, these cruds, they can get free shots off with those Pop-Tarts. I don't know. This poor Blackjack might be having a hard time because he's got exposure weapons, and everybody here's got Pop-Tart and Laser Vomit. I feel like these assassins really want to get in there, but they are just holding their tongues. They really want to get in there, but they're just holding their tongues. But yeah, I'm very interested in why no team is trying to. I think at this point, you can't get a cap because they're going to get a cap, and one of the teams is going to snap and try and push. But that Phoenix Hawk is being very adventurous over there. Again, this Blackjack, I don't think he can't find a place where he can farm. Maybe he can do like a wide flank and farm those Hados, but it looks like he is not doing that. I think this Lamachi, I think he is farming. I think he is having the time of his life up here. He must certainly have hill climb. And yeah, trade on series. I wouldn't have thought. To be honest, both teams on series trading and no caps. It's like we're playing a game of Assault. So let me check on Noble Seed here since he's got the most damage. Let me see if there's anything left on him. He is CT open, but aside from that, he can lose the arms. Again, those assassins. Every time I look away, it seems like those assassins want to jump in. You don't want to get too over eager. You don't want to bleed too much armor because those Pop-Tarts, they get a good shot on you. That leaves you very vulnerable to their small lasers, to this guy, when they push. So they need to be careful. You know, maybe they should get a cap if they're just gonna scout around. I mean, they can scout too. They can scout. But yeah, this Hatamoto is starting to take some damage. Indigo Man is finally starting to get punished for his trading up there. He's getting it doesn't look like he's farming as much for free anymore. In fact, it looks like he is almost down a torso. But yeah, that's not an XL. I didn't expect it to be an XL. But Indigo Man's only got one laser left, so the trades have slipped in favor of FJRD, and because of that, these assassins are now trying to make a move, and they're trying to go for this. They're trying to go for the DPS in the push. They're trying to get this Blackjack. They're going way out to the right side map. They're going way out to the corner of the map to get this Blackjack, and now they're getting cut off by the Cruds. Meanwhile, the Hatamotos and their traders are all down on health and docketing away as much as they can, but there is not enough health, and before I can say it, 2D20 is gone. FJRD won the trade war. Like I said, those Cruds, it's kind of hard for me to follow every single mech, but I'm sure those Cruds are getting a lot of really good Pop-Tarts in, and that's probably what swayed this match in their favor in the end. Just a pure trade battle, receive versus trade. I mean, I guess it makes sense because, you don't want to trade with a receive deck. Yeah, but that's a wrap for drop 2. Trade versus trade. I'm expecting some big numbers. I want to see the big farm numbers. So, let's see. For FJRD, we have the Blackjack. Okay, I was sleeping on him. He was getting some farms in, and I wasn't looking. So I was sleeping on him. He must have really drilled in on some of those trade mechs when I wasn't looking. So props to him for that. That is very impressive. And every single other guy all got pretty good numbers in as well. All the Cruds all did work. The Stalker, even though he got shot early on, still did some work. The Phoenix Hawk did work. He was cutting off those assassins. Meanwhile, the Hatos, they all did decent damage too, but the assassins, I think, just weren't as active as I think they could have been in that drop, and I think that's reflected in the numbers. So let's see here. I believe this is now time to switch team sides. So I will prepare myself to switch team sides. All right, switching sides. Always feel like I'm gonna mess this up, because I know on a comp a couple years ago in 2020, I was in 42, but I wasn't playing for 42, and I just chilled on the 42 side. So I don't like messing that up. But I think I got it right. With that, yeah, I don't think I really need the map strat to explain what happened. But while they're getting their guys back in order, clearly some guys left here, so we could see completely different a completely different game from what happened before. I guess if you didn't see it, there's like 4 people, 4 and 5 in each lobby right now. Let me get to my page. So I don't know. I might get the team sides mixed up here. I don't know series all that well, but assuming that, let's see, yeah, FJRD was team 1. They pop-tarted from all the little ridges up here, and 2D20 was completely set on receiving on the right side of the map. They were totally expecting a NASCAR push, and they got thrown for a loop when they had to deal with Pop-Tarts. And that's all there is to it. And Pop-Tarts are very annoying. Even when you have full trade, there's a reason why you bring Pop-Tarts, because you can't shoot them, especially when they're really good. And so when you're only able to put down maybe 20 damage at best with your receive mechs, it's just not gonna cut the mustard. But I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see if if we'll see some more brawl. Both teams have used up their Crusaders. A couple of catapults have been used, but there's still plenty of other brawl mechs that can be used. I'm wondering. Haven't seen any receive. Well, I shouldn't. I don't think I should say that. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I was. It's interesting. It's interesting that 2D20 didn't set up farther back. With a receive deck like that, like again, they were expecting a NASCAR push. I don't know why they didn't try to do any cap pressure, but you know the cap pressure, 3 caps, it's not a big deal. I haven't been keeping track of the time very well for this thing. I probably should practice doing that more. So for the next game I will. So I believe team 1 All right. I'm excited to see what both. I know there's got to be something different. They're not just gonna both trade again. I know that. And then I gotta do this. There. Let's see. Let's get set up. We are on team 2 side. Oops. We are on team 2 side. Team 2 side. Hoping these dropships come in quick. I can't justify. I don't think any team can justify bringing full trade, but I like that. I like the mid-range trade Pop-Tarts. I think that's a very flexible strategy that's very useful for this type of map. It's a good flexible strategy. But will that kind of strategy hold up the full brawl? Well, unless they have some other mechs that can perform similar things, that's not something that we are probably going to find out in this series of games. So I believe, oh, there we go. Got everybody connected. Pressing the buttons. And we've got a Battlemaster 3M. This looks like a brawl push with 2 Battlemaster 3Ms. That is the fast boy. That is the fast boy Battlemaster. So that's like probably some X-Pulse and an AC-10 or something. I want to see that. I want to see that. Just eight medium X pulse. Okay, that is going to get in there. All right, and let's see. We've got a brawl versus brawl going on just from looking at the mech screen as I crawl over here. We got a Cyclops Sleipnir, 4 LB5s, 4 medium X pulse. That is, I'm not sure. It doesn't seem all that fast, so I don't know if he's going to be left behind or if he's going to get enough decent damage in with LB5s while the rest of his guys go in. We'll see how they play this. 2D20 is going on the right, like FJRD did last time, and FJRD is setting up where 2D20 did last time. On the left, they want to meet them. They want to meet each other on the right side of the map again, and there is a lot of open space here, so I can see why now the Sleipnir was picked. I believe, did they have 2 or just 1? I think they just have 1. Again, this is the classic, the neo-classic Thunderbolt 7 medium X pulse. Oh, but we got an engagement here. I wasn't paying attention. This we had a commando, a cap commando in particular, just went and decided he was going to take a whole look at their entire wolf pack here, which I believe is SRM dervishes. And they are looking to find an opening to get in. They're almost posted up exactly where 2D20 was last time, but they're going in. They aren't just going to sit. They're going to go in, and they're ignoring the commando, and they're going straight for these catapults. It looks like Scroggles is going in a little bit ahead, but he's backing off and letting Shanbon coming in. The Battle Masters are content with sitting on the ridge and getting as much damage as possible, while all of 2D20 is looking at these catapults. Those Battle Masters, that's 85 tons. They might want to get in there and rotate because they've already lost a catapult. Yomu in the Javelin is trying to distract Yuntao in the back, but that commando is not going to let that happen, so they're going to have their own little fight as these Battle Masters are killing some of these catapults back. They are getting some revenge here, but it looks like this Dervish might possibly go down, but no, those medium X pulses just shredded Jeff on a Buffalo, and now it's just these last D2D20s who are all distracted from this Javelin. They did not stop shooting these other Battle Masters, so they had time to just look at these catapults and make sure they didn't mess anybody up. And so now both teams have regrouped, and we've got a new 3v3 going on. The FJRDs have huddled up, but their Battle Masters are still very fresh. One of them is 96%, but the 2D20s are quite fresh as well. So FJRD has gone back, and they're just, they don't want to walk into that Sleipnir and DPS Thunderbolt. They're just going to cap. And is the commando going to respond? Because that's a cap mando. He should know what to do. He's 59%, but for a commando, that's plenty of health. Yeah, he's still okay as long as he doesn't get shot in the butt. The 2D20 is spreading out. FJRD is staying clustered around. I don't know if they have an angle. It looks like, yeah, they have set themselves to have angles on Theta if they need it. And I stand corrected. It's a 4v3. So FJRD is playing smart. Even though they got the numbers, they want to make sure that they can play 2D20 how they want to play them in their hands. And we have got a 1v1 with the Commando and the Jav. I do want to look at that, but I want to also make sure that these guys aren't getting into an engagement, which it looks like they are. It looks like Yuntao is caught by himself here. Even if I was playing it safe, I would be really tempted to go in on Yuntao right now. And it looks like the Battle Masters are going to try and go for it, even if they are a little hesitant. The Dervish back in the back is SRM's leg, so he can't do much, but these Battle Masters, these medium X-Pulse, have proved throughout this whole series of game that they have got plenty of DPS to kill things really quickly. And let me look at Yuntao here. Let's look at his health. He is already legged, and yep, I didn't even get a chance to look at the last leg before he died. So now it's just a little commando left. And, oh, the Thunderbolt. I almost forgot about the Thunderbolt. So the Thunderbolt is still fresh and holding up in Theta, but 7 X-Pulse is not going to beat 16 X-Pulse. Considering that the least fresh battle... Oh, he is down a leg. Okay, he is down a leg, but he's got Overwatch over Theta. still, I mean, he doesn't really need to move anywhere else. Caps are in favor of FJRD, but it's going to be a long time before any of these come into play. So if they truly play for the caps, we might be here for a really long time. Let me see what the health is on this Javelin. He looks like he's lagged. Yeah, he's almost done. So yeah, see, so 2D20 is making a break for it. They're making a break for the caps, trying to recover. So we have a situation here. Is this guy legged? I don't think he's okay. Every single FGRD mech is legged. They go no more than 40 kilometers. While 2D20 has a fresh Thunder Wub and a Cap Mando. 100 caps for both teams. 100 caps for both teams. With FGRD only really having the option of holding Theta, they could send one of their guys on a long trek to one of the side caps. That's probably what I would do. Maybe the Dervish or one of the, I don't know. I would probably send one of the guys for the side caps and just stay there because they have more numbers, so they can risk the fight because 2D20 is not going to try and fight them if they don't have to because they're going to lose. So all FGRD has to do is split their mechs and have one guy go on Epsilon to try and tempt 2D20 into any kind of fight, even if that ends up being a 1v1 where it's not entirely fair. So 2D20 is wrapping back to Epsi while the... I lost track of the other Battlemaster. It looks like Noble Seed is going to try and go for Kappa while the other two are chilling around Theta. And I think Rota is getting distracted from this Battlemaster, trying to see what's going on, but is back on track to looking at the wrong road to Epsilon. This Dervish is getting pretty close. I think... Oh, yeah, he's dead. And Dervish... Rota saw an opening there and got that Dervish down pretty quickly. So now it's 2v2. And now I can say 16x Pulse with slightly more damaged Battlemasters. Rota could have a shot at 1v1ing some of these mechs. While... I don't know... What are you doing, Stuff for Your Fear? What are you doing? You trying to get as much farm as you can so that the Thunderbolt can win the 1v1? I guess, yeah, they still are holding 2 caps, so I guess the Commando is free to harass as they see fit. The Battlemaster's wrapping around. Could catch Rota in the back, but Rota is slipping away. That Battlemaster can't do anything about that. Just going to make a break for Theta. Going to go for Mobile Seed to make a break for Theta while this other Battlemaster is caught behind this rock here. So this could be a pretty close fight. Let me see where Noble Seed is hurt. Noble Seed's almost lost his other leg. Rota's almost lost one leg. And yeah, it looks like 2D20 can have Theta at this point. This Battlemaster can't do anything. This Battlemaster is has to hobble wherever. 2D20 can now easily secure a 2-cap, and now I just have to sit here and wait for the clock to tick down, because I don't think maybe a 3-cap. A 3-cap might be enough, but I'm sure this Battlemaster is going to try and at least make it a 2-cap, and he might be able to get this Commando. Let me see. 30% is still a lot. Okay, that Commando is hurt. I was going to say, that's a lot of health for a Commando, but no, that guy has got maybe 1 point of armor and 1 point of structure. So one little blast from an X-Pulse can take care of that. So yeah, so as I was saying, 2 caps it looks like. He is getting peppered, so it could be 3 caps for a while. This is... I haven't had a moment to reflect on this a cap game on series. I'm at a loss for words. I wasn't expecting trade on series, and I wasn't expecting a cap game on series. So I am very pleasantly surprised with what I get to watch today. While Rota is just continuing to harass Mr. Tart, so that 3-cap will stay, and this will probably make it to that 2D20 can easily get to 750. The game's done. There's not much that anybody can do. Not much anybody in FJRD can do. The Commando can hide. The Thunderbolt has enough health. How is the health on the Battlemaster? Actually pretty decent. So they're both decent health. It's just that the Thunderbolt is much more mobile with the injured leg not being completely down yet. So I guess I can take some of this time to reflect on what I just saw, if I can remember it all. So I can't even remember. Oh yeah. So I was looking at the catapults. So I believe I was saying that FJRD was coming in with their catapult and their dervish. They'd pushed a little far ahead. It looked like the 2D20s had them wrapped, and the Battlemasters were keeping the rest of 2D20. Some of them occupied, but they were farming them a little bit. But these two guys died really early on. But then these 3 catapults all got caught. They got completely caught because they didn't have any support from their Overwatch because they all got distracted from the little javelin that FJRD sent. So these 3 catapults got caught and they got farmed by the Battlemasters because the Battlemasters weren't looking at the FJRD Overwatch, so they could focus on the main fight over here. And so that's how the core fight got lost. And I guess they're saving me a little bit of time by just ending the game. So I wasn't looking at that. But yeah, they ended the game. So let's see. I'm guessing some more big farm because that was a pretty close numbers game. Yeah, Yuntao did farm with those LB5s. Now those are LB5s, so we don't know. We don't know if there was how. Whatever. 735 is 735. I'm not gonna knock him for that. And Rota in the TDR5 SS, the Thunderwub, also 729, big farm. But those catapults, yep, they all got caught. You could that's what cost them right there. And let me just pull my OBS. And then for FGRD, a more even split. The one of the Dervishes got some good farm in. Both the Battlemasters got decent farm. I'm taking a look at I haven't looked at the chat in a very long time. I've been focusing on yammering. Let's see. So we got Caustic, and Caustic is the map that you would expect trading to happen on. But I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some other things, because with every single map, ISC being a brawl favored tournament, and every map you can push on every map. So even on maps that you think are good trading maps like Caustic, you can push on them. The only exception to map are maps like Alpine. You could try pushing on Alpine, but it's not going to be very comfortable, and you have to rely on making mistakes. I haven't even really been keeping track of who's been winning and who's been losing. I have no idea what the score is. I know that FJRD they won. They 2D20. They pulled this game around after losing their catapults. Okay, so they won the first series game. The second series game, FJRD outtraded 2D20 with their Pop Tarts. So that was 1-1. And then FJRD absolutely decimated 2D20's Crusaders on the first drop. So FJRD is still starting strong with 2 wins, but 2D20 has now recovered with with 1 win to their name, and so they can try and win each game on Caustic. And I should switch it to Caustic so they don't get confused. Let me find Caustic. and I probably should give Team 1 5 minutes. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but they may have got extra time because I was too busy yammering. But that's my fault. So unless there's like something in the rules, I haven't looked at the rules super deeply. So if there's something in the rules that that doesn't allow me to do what I just did, and like I have to count their time, then I'll make note of that. But I don't think that's a big issue. This is the big tonnage deck, so we might see 300 tonners. 300 tonners in a wolf pack. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw stacks of stalkers. I've noticed that both of these teams do like to stack pairs of 3 mechs when they can. Every drop has had a stack of 3 mechs except for FJRD's most recent match. I think had 3 dervishes, 2 or 3. So yeah, I would expect 3 stalkers. You know, even every team, because this is still, it's Division E, but again, Division E is right in the middle. We'll pull up my map strat. Division E is right in the middle of the divisions this year, and so they're going to be trying some trading. They know that stalkers are good mechs, so I would expect some stalkers, and they are readying up pretty quickly. Team 1 isn't locked yet, so I still have some. Okay, they're locked. And we'll see if I can quickly pull up Caustic here. See if, looks like FJRD is ready though. So I will turn off the map strat. They aren't locked yet. So let me load Caustic. Caustic's loaded. So I don't know. I'm darting between 2 screens because I don't want to hold these guys up. But I do want to go over maybe quickly some of the trade points on Caustic. Starting from Team 1. Yeah, they haven't locked yet. So I don't want to ask them because they may not be ready yet. So for Caustic on Team 1, so Team 1 is going to have the advantage for trades straight away. I would say you've got Fox 3. You can go all around here. You can trade. You can push up to Echo 6 and trade if you want. It's a little scary. You can go wide left. Team 2, let's make a different color. They're different colors, whatever. Team 2 can go here. There's a couple of spots around here, and but FJRD is locked. So I went over the trading spots real quickly, but we're going to get these guys going. So I will launch. Well, yeah, so most of the typical trading assaults are still on the table here. But I have been very pleasantly surprised with the outcomes of some of these games. So, excuse me. So we will. I don't see how these guys could not bring stalkers, like, you know, unless they're totally screwing around. But I think these guys are here to win because they've brought some very interesting decks, and I think that they're pretty innovative. I've been liking what I've been seeing. So we'll wait for these guys to load. Sometimes people will set up all the way back here if they really want to receive. People like to do this a lot. But I don't expect that. I don't expect these teams to be super far back receiving. Let's see, the dropships. Dropships aren't coming in yet. Let's just go over to this side of the map. So this is our still Team 2 side up here. So yeah, you'll see some trading from this rock. Team 1 guys might push around over here. Some trading up on this part. And let's take a look at those mechs. Chargers from 2D20. Chargers and that good old Battlemaster is back, but on the 2D20 side now. And I want to take a look at that hangover because I'm expecting some one-shotting shenanigans. So where is it? Oh, this is the FJRD side. We got double chargers. We got double chargers. Okay. Okay, that's why I was confused. And we got tanky, super tanky, cauldron buffed onion right there. 2 of them, in fact. So a bit slow with the onions, but the chargers are also quick. So I'm just going to take a look at one of them. Large X-Pulse. I'm going to assume they're all the same. Well, we already have our fight for Theta, Flea and Firestarter. The Flea is classic medium pulse small lasers. The Firestarter, I did not take a look at that. I'm guessing SPLs with the push. Yeah, SPLs. The Chargers are going wide left on 2D20 side for a push there, not cutting straight through the middle. But FJRD is going wide right, so they're going to meet each other right in this nice open space. But I don't think they're going to be trading. I don't think they're going to go. They're going to go smash. They're finally going to smash right into each other. So here it comes. Here it comes. Here comes the X-Pulse. Let's see who dies first. Oh, I didn't look. Yeah, I didn't even look at the hangover. But maybe we'll see it. Maybe we'll see it fire a one shot on somebody as Rota goes in a little bit by themselves, getting focused by the FJRD. Leg is down and Rota is down. So caught out a little bit out there, and now it looks like Black Marauder is legged. The Charger of High Roller is down. The Hangover got a back shot, got the Onion down, but I'm having a hard time following. It looks like the Hangover could be getting focused here, but 4 on 3, 4 in favor of FJRD. Looks like FJRD has got 4-2 now. So FJRD had a few key mechs that critically got focused first and won that pit. So that was a very, very fast game. Look at this last Charger here from Renaissance guy. Yeah, it looks like they all had X-Pulse. I didn't even get to look at the Hangover. Here he is. Oh, I missed it. And just smashed right into each other. See, that's what I was expecting for the first 3 maps, not for Caustic, but we got Chargers, so no more Chargers, but there are. Oh, I should look at the damage. So I guess there isn't much to look at when you get in these brawls like this. Nobody's gonna shine super hard. It's just that the FJRDs got more focus. They're able to get more mechs down. They got more damage. That's all there is to it. So I'll get through with that. But yeah, very interesting. I was expecting the first 3 maps to see some more of that mech smash into each other action, but we had to wait till Caustic to see that properly. So I do believe it's now time to do the final team swap, so I'm going to get ready to do that. Alright, time to do the team swap. It's like most of the 2D20s have left. Oh, let me get the rest of these FJRDs over. I don't know how prepared these teams are. I don't know if Yuntao goes on to their 2D20 guys and says, you gotta have these builds ready. Because we're going to be doing this, and regardless, and you're going to have to play it. So I'm guessing that they are cooking some stuff on the fly, bringing some guys that I haven't been keeping track of who has been playing specifically each game. So I don't know if they just have like 10 guys and are rotating them around or something. But FJRD's got all 6 of their guys ready. So whatever they're doing, they're ready. So I should say, I'll put an approximate. Yeah, put an approximate there. I haven't been doing very good with that. Yeah, I don't see. I feel like that 2D20 is being reactionary. I think they're being reactionary, and I think they're going to try and make a trade or a receive strat. While FJRD, I don't know what they're going to do. I think they've been pretty unpredictable so far, and I like that. I wasn't expecting the Pop-Tarts on series, and I really wasn't expecting. I probably should know better because I've tried those Battle Masters. I don't have my main. I have one on my alt, but I should have known better. I should have known. I should have seen some Battle Master action. But I don't think FJRD is going to push again. Based on what I've seen from this game, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a push deck and a trade deck, and maybe 2D20 is going to play more reactionary now. But 2D20 is locking. I can open up the map strat for a little bit. There isn't much to show. You can see that I believe it was it had to have been the Gamma side. They just smashed each other into the 3 line. Both went wide. So I don't think I'm going to bother showing too much of that. Maybe. It depends on how long these teams take to ready up. Let me see. Yeah, I have not been able to. This is my first cast, so I have. Okay, team 1 is locked. That's good. I have not been able to anticipate how I would be able to process what I am witnessing. And I haven't been looking at the chat. It looks like the chat has just seen the Chargers, so they are going to see the face smash. And team 2 is locked. All right, so let's go. Let's end this last game with one final bang. So let's get going. We'll have a quick moment of silence for our last game here. I haven't even had a chance to talk about Lerms yet. Maybe 2D20 was throwing in some Lerms because they could do that if they both went to the same spot again. Look at how open this is. They could get some Lerm action going. You know, Caustic. It's not like the old Caustic where you could Lerm all day, but you got plenty of Lerm action right here. Okay. They're still not loaded in yet. I really want to see these mechs. No 100 tonners yet. No 100 tonners. That is something to note. No 100 tonners. I want to see some 100 tonners. But I mean, we haven't even. Okay, yeah, we had seen one stalker from FJRD. I think they might have brought 1 or 2 stalkers, so I kind of forgot about that. All the battle masters are used up. Both teams still have Corsairs. I could trade with those, but I'm not really expecting trade anymore.
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource points. Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
Pop-Tart is the closest thing we've seen to trade, and we have got a receive deck. Did I call it or did I call it? We've got a receive deck from 2D20. So what's on this Orion V? What? 2 Ultra AC5s? Am I reading that correctly? 2 Ultra AC5s? I guess that's 2 Ultra AC5s. What's on the Sleipnir? Is it the same build as last time? Yeah, it's the same build as last time. We should have big dock. We got through big dock on the MX90s. We got 2 MX90s. We got that's probably a double AC5 Wolverine. That's a pretty fun mech. But yeah, I didn't even notice that that this commando is already scouting out another receive deck. This has to be a receive deck. We've got a receive on receive here now. Okay, so first they're going to run into each other, and now they are going to plink at each other. Okay. Very interesting. I'm guessing this is Small Pulse because he is expecting another push to receive. Yep. Maybe he's probably wishing he had some light peeps right about now. This commando is poking the beehive, but you know he can kind of do that because those AC2s I think those are AC2s. Yeah, they're not really going to kill him. 2 Ultra 5s. They're not really going to hurt him all that much. And we got another receive Night Star and a good old Trade Stalker placed on the edge of the map. So I think that with that Trade Stalker, I think that's going to put 2D20 in a bit of a hard place. They're going to have to push that. they're going to have to push their receive into receive and ER large, or just get bled by the stalkers. So I think 2D20 is trying to get the caps. They have 2 caps. So this looks like it could be another game where 2D20 has to just kind of stay alive and hold the caps. And we'll see if FJRD can take a note of that, because so far their Firestarter and their Flea are just chilling and waiting for the receive of this big, slow DACA push coming in. This Flea looks like he might want to get in the back. So let me set up here. Let me get a nice angle. The Night Stars are getting a little bit uncomfortable up there. They're getting striked on, but I'm pointing at my monitor. The Stalker and the other Night Star, they are looking very comfortable where they're at. And this Commando, he is being a little... look at him. He's getting those Night Stars all stuck up in each other. Yeah, I think the 2D20, though, the Commando is doing all he can, but I think the 2D20s have stalled out a little bit here. Indigo Man is taking a lot of damage, but... Okay, I didn't even notice. This Night Star here is down to 29%. So, percentages are in favor of FJRD, even though 2D20 has stalled and is not really in the best of positions right now. I wouldn't really want to be stuck here. This is a position that you want to move in, not stay in. And we'll see if, like, this Flea looks like he wants to try and take advantage of it. But the Onion is down. The Onion got DPS'd while I was busy yammering. And this other Night Star is just trying to preserve himself. He's still got all his guns. So we got a glass cannon right here. Yep, completely glass cannon. This Commando, again, he's going in for that. He really wants to get that Night Star. And I don't blame him. 29% is tantalizing. I mean, FJRD has got more kills, but they have some low percentages. We could see some ultra super gamer skills from 2D20, and some of these mechs could be dropping. But it looks like the health of the remaining 2D20 mechs, for the most part, is slowly coming down, while the FJRD mechs, as much as that poor little Commando tried, and he died, that Night Star couldn't be finished. So that Night Star still got all of his guns, and so that the Firestarter did die. He got a little advantageous, but it's just Yuntao now and the Warhammer. There's just too many mechs that could get that. Well, I say that, but again, I say that, and now it's 2v2. But 15-30%, a little bit too much bleeding, and 2D20 won that. Oh gosh. So yeah, the 2D20 pulled out the gamer moves in the end. I wasn't really expecting that. That was very, very close. So we still got caps to worry about here. Yuntao is lagged. I don't think Rota is lagged. Yeah, Rota's not lagged. That's probably XL, but the game is over. Yeah, that was any man's game. I was not expecting that. I was expecting FJRD to pull that out. They were set up so nicely. At least it looked like to me. So let's see. Did we get some good farm action? That Night Star, I believe that was the one that was sitting at 20% for the longest time. That was the biggest. 2D20 might have won that easily if that Night Star hadn't been able to farm so much. And it's a high tonnage drop, so we do have a decent amount of farm here. The Commando didn't do much, but he was harassing. He was doing his job. Now I need 2 Ultra 5s. That's a lot of damage from 2 Ultra 5s. I'm pretty impressed. Very, very, very healthy numbers. The Firestarter and Flea on FJRD, I think they had a little bit of a hard time, because even though there's only 20 damage from these shots, it's still pinpoint, and a Flea can still die really easily. So I can understand their trepidation, but that trepidation might have cost them. They might have wanted to try and go wide and get butts, because from that rather kind of mediocre position, 2D20 was able to clutch that. I think that was a clutch from 2D20. So with that, that's my first cast. That's all these games set and done. Before I sign off, I need to try and figure out who won this game. FJRD lost the last one. I don't remember who won Caustic because they both have Chargers. I can't remember. Oh yeah, but that's a wrap. I think that I'll have to. I think I'll end this. I think I'll just end it here. I'll sit down. I'll sit down and reflect on what I've seen, and we'll see. I'll figure out who won. I think FJRD won. I don't know. 2D20 could have. Okay. So yeah, FJRD did win the first Caustic drop. They outdid on the Chargers. So thanks for that. So with that, I think I'm gonna end. I'll end it here. There's not much to do. The games are done. So thanks for watching, everybody, and that'll be it for this cast of mine.